Good morning, Flosstube friends. This is Sharon. My channel name is Magnolia Nana, and I'm filming on Tuesday morning, October something, 25th, 26th, losing track of those dates. This will be another short video, but I am quite excited to report that you all are holding me accountable for my work, and I have a finish. So I will share today my finish that came out of the pile of shame, and then I would like to show the pieces that I have done, some of the pieces that I have done for my mother. I mentioned in another video that she is in a transition time right now as to her living accommodations, and while she is in between, I am keeping some of her lovely pieces that have hung on her walls for many, many years. So this is a good opportunity for me to share with you those pieces that have been stitched through the years for her. First, let me show my finish. This is a Country Cottage Needleworks, and it is called Count Your Blessings. It needs a good press. It has been washed. This was done on a beautiful 32 count linen with DMC threads and was such a fun project to stitch until I ran into some counting errors on the hill with the sheep and just put it away and almost forgot about it. Every time I would look at it, I would think, ugh, I do not want to frog that part of that hill. Well, after starting my Flosstube channel, I pulled this out again and thought, we are so close to a finish. So we frogged the hill, we put the 2 sheep and the 3 flowers back in. We ended up having to frog the border at the bottom, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it is back in now in its proper place. We have 2 picket fences and the beautiful little blue house. So this is fun to say finished, and I would recommend this to anyone. Just count carefully when you get down to the sheep and the flowers. Again, Country Cottage Needleworks, Count Your Blessings. Now let me show the pieces I did for my mom, and then I will show a couple of whips, and I do need to ask a question about one of my whips. So I guess I got my love of blue from my mother, and a lot of the pieces I have done for her, you will see, have the different blue colors and also would be verses of appreciation for a mom. So there is a theme here. There is one religious piece, which is a Christmas work, and I believe the rest are mom related. This one just says, a mother listens with her heart. This kit came with the oval mat, and then we just had it professionally framed using our own mat. She has enjoyed this all these years. That glare I'm trying to avoid by turning it a little bit. Then I have one called Mother is Another Name for Love. You will see it's a very simple design, but Mother loves butterflies. And so anytime I could get a design done for her with a butterfly, she enjoyed that. This is just the simple dark blue mat with the gold frame. And this was done on blue, small blue Ada, I believe. The other was done on small beige or ecru Ada. I am not even sure where I acquired this graph, but it is a poem for a mother, and this was done on tiny, I believe this is hard anchor fabric. That glare may not cooperate. So a lot of back stitching for the poem, and then the border is cross stitches, of course. Double matted. Again, a gold frame. Let me read this one to you. Mother, I wonder if you'll ever guess how much you mean to me. The love and joy you've always brought to our whole family. You've always been so wonderful in each and every way. It's no wonder that I love you with every passing day. This was actually stitched for Mother's Day 2 years after I was married. So, very old. But again, a Mother's Day gift. Then there was a little pillow that was done after our first child was born. And it's a mother bunny and a little baby bunny. Mother is another name for love. And this was back in the day when most pillows were finished with eyelet. So you see the style with the little blue gingham backing. And with the ribbon, she's been able to hang it all over the place whenever she wanted to. I really wish I could find this pattern. These are some of the cutest bunnies. And I know my daughter, who is a mom, would love the mama bunny with the baby bunnies. And again, you see the little butterfly. So just for our mothers, we stitch all the things. The large piece is the Christmas scripture from the book of Luke. And again, chose to do it in blue for her. I love the way this one is framed. And I hope you can see without too much glare. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. So you see the star over the manger and the little baby in the manger there. Very large piece. Back in the day when I mostly only stitched on Aida, this is on a larger count Aida. If I ever did this piece again, which I might do if I found the pattern, I would love to see it on a linen and done a little bit smaller. But a piece that she enjoyed all year, not just at Christmas. Now let me show a whip that I pulled out that I would love to finish in the next month or so. And you will see why. You'll see how close I am. This is one of the complementary patterns from Lavender and Lace, which is, I believe, still available online. It is a Christmas angel. One of my daughters did the complementary angel, who is dressed in reds. And you can see if you look closely at her, and do not say a word about this masking tape. I'm so embarrassed. Back in the day. Anyway, you can see by looking at her that I am missing the beads. I am missing some of the petite treasure braid. And also some of the regular DMC colors. But I do believe this would be a quick, fairly quick finish for our Christmas decor. I need to order the beads and the petite treasure braid. But she has the sweetest angel face, and look at her hair. She understands those of us with the curly girl flyaways. So I need to complete her wings, and then the center part here. And all the beading down here. A little bit more of her greens. This is done on linen. I believe that's a 32 count linen. Now I know I have shown you my Delft kit at one of maybe my last video. And I have a problem. Please excuse the crinkle. Let me remind you of the pattern. It is by Design Works, Blue Delft. I had a viewer tell me all about the city of Delft and how her parents, how they had visited there. What a fun story. Thank you for sharing. So I pulled this out and I started it. on the fabric that was in the kit, just being lazy. But here is my problem. First of all, this is on 14 count Aida, which is a stiffer fabric than I normally like to use, but it was ready, cut and ready, so I just had to jump in. Now here are the two dilemmas, and if anyone wants to comment, I would be most grateful. Problem number one, I stitched the whole row of numbers, and you can see that number one has been completed, back stitching, other colors around number one. People, the count is wrong. There's not enough room here to put this design. Do I rip all of that out, or do I try to fake a smaller design here? I just don't know. I'm so discouraged. Then my other problem is this. I'm sitting the other night stitching, going down with my borders, and realized that this middle is not centered. What I've done is centered it with the 6 per the pattern, but the 6 is off, so this is off. Now I can easily rip this out and center it properly if we decide that we don't have to frog this whole row of numbers. But I am so bummed, feeling like, how could you make such a simple, stupid mistake? I think sometimes I just get stitching and zone out. That's all I know to say. But I love the colors on the white Aida. The only other thought I had, and I really would appreciate your comments, is to just trash this fabric. Get some white linen or some white even weave and just start it over. It is a kit, so I might run out of floss, but it does give the DMC equivalent. I don't know. I could do a 28 count even weave. It would be the same size. I'm not too far along. Maybe I really don't want to do this whole piece on the big white stiff Aida. So feedback, please. I do want to do this piece. And the detail, this is a Joan Elliott design. The detail in those numbers, I wish I could get it close enough. You see how the number 1 has the back stitch as a decorative feature, and then the lighter blues. Each number has such a beautiful little design to go with it. I'm leaning toward the even weave now. Let me know, please. I would appreciate that. I do need to quickly do another housekeeping item and then a little chat and we will close. When I spoke of my floss storage system and had a viewer tell me that it was Trisha, the left-handed stitcher, I kept calling Trisha Teresa, and I am apologizing one more time. It is Trisha, and I have since gone and rewatched her video and thank her for all the wonderful tips she's given us, but so sorry to not get her name properly, even after the viewer so kindly shared that with me. The other thing I want to say and thank you for is the comments that you have left regarding any questions I might have asked or positive, very kind comments about the work I've shown. I do believe that trying that first video with my daughter's prompting was one of the best things I've done this year because you all are pushing me to do better work. You're encouraging me in the work that I'm doing, and you're walking beside me with your work and watching what you're doing and loving what I'm seeing. So thank you, Flosstube. Thank you, each and every one, for sharing and for encouraging, for giving comments. It's just as I said before, like sitting in a sewing circle with a group of dear friends who share the same love and learning from each other, encouraging each other, and pushing each other to be better, which I love and I need. So thank you for listening today. We have a touch of fall in Texas finally, so it will be a good day. And I thank you for your time. I look forward to your comments. If you happen to be new, please subscribe. And also check me out on Instagram, Magnolia Nana. Although I have not posted much lately, I need to get busy with that. Again, have a wonderful day. Enjoy your fall, and let's talk again soon. Bye.